Dramatic and tearful testimony from a San Diego woman who kidnapped her daughter because she wanted to protect the girl from her own father. Good evening, I'm Hal Clement. This is a story the I-Team first broke last month. Joyce Murphy claims her ex-husband was molesting their daughter Sarah, but no one believed her, so she's taking the case further. 10 News anchor Steve Atkinson joins us now with a look at why the woman says the legal system failed her and her daughter. Steve?
Hal, our I-Team broke the story on what is being called a broken system. San Diego's family court was under the microscope today during testimony before an assembly committee.
I was his primary target. Our daughter was his secondary target.
Joyce Murphy is angry at her former husband and a system that failed.
Family courts did not listen to us. The DA did not listen to us.
This committee is looking at the forgotten element of domestic violence cases, the children involved.
Since the news story about my ex-husband has broken, I've had at least a dozen calls from women in similar situations in San Diego family court alone.
She's talking about our I-Team story, revealing how her ex, Henry Parson, convinced the family court system Joyce was the problem.
I was told that I was trying to alienate my daughter from her father. The parental alienation syndrome was brought up time and again.
Joyce was convinced Parson had serious sexual problems, eventually confessing raping children while in Vietnam.
She repeatedly told me he's okay when other people are there. Don't leave me alone with him.
But when the court ordered overnight visits between Sarah and her father, Joyce Murphy took her daughter and moved back east. But after the San Diego DA filed felony kidnapping charges against Joyce, she came back to the fight of her life. And then everything changed last November.
Henry Parson was arrested on multiple counts of child molestation, child pornography, forced rape of minor children.
Joyce Murphy wanted the lawmakers to hear that even with evidence of abuse, children still end up with abusive parents.
It's morally wrong.
Now, today's bipartisan committee hearing was for fact-finding to consider possible legislation to prevent more horror stories like Joyce Murphy's. Murphy still has a felony charge against her, and her former husband recently pled guilty and has a sentencing date in July. Steve Atkinson, 10 News.